Hey guys, today we're putting on some Hawk Performance racing brakes. We've also got some Stoptech slotted sport rotors to go along with it. But before we go and put on any of these cool parts, first we're going to take out the Miata and we're going to test and see how fast it brakes between 2 points. I don't really have measuring tape, so we're just going to use maybe like telephone poles or whatever. Once we put the new parts on, we'll go out and do it again and see if it stops faster or if it's just a longer lasting brake and everything, and blah blah blah. We'll see if they work. So today's pretty wet, the roads are slick. Probably not the best day to do it. So I did my best to stop at this speed limit sign, and let's walk over there. So this is about where it stopped the first time. There's some good little braking from about right here, pulled in right here. The second time had a little tire squeal and actually stopped more about right here. So there's one instance in the case for anti-lock brakes. But now that we got that done, let's get to the fun part. So I'm going to show you how to do this on the left side and then the right side. Y'all can probably figure out for yourself since it's the same thing on the other side. Carbon copy, just reversed. First thing you want to do is just pop off these caps if you got it. Reveals the lug nuts. And it's looking like a 21 millimeter. It's fitting on there just fine. Jack stands for safety. Alright, so now we can just take these off. And what's great is that we now have a little parts store put over there. Nice and safe. You just need to undo this one right here from what I remember. And then this whole assembly haul up. This right here is a 14 millimeter. Set in our little bin and opens right up. And then we can pull these brake pads out. So as you can see here, the old brakes have a ton of life on them. They look pretty much brand new because they are. They've only been on for less than a month. It's just I ordered the performance brakes and rotors and they were kind of slow on getting in just because they're on back order. I needed brakes right then, so boom, 20 bucks. Oh well. No way. It cracked. I highly recommend getting some sort of penetrating oil and some sort of bar. That's not moving at all, but this bar in here, get a little bit. Oh, this is not being nice. Stay on there. Stay on there. Is it enough now? Ah, there we go. Oh. Always bleed when I'm working on cars. Blood and oil. So now we got the, whoop, come on, come here. Whoop. All right, don't lose those pieces. Just gonna set this right in there. Don't move. And now, voila. Got the nice, pretty slotted rotors. Now something with these rotors is they want you to have these kind of spiking out towards the front. Next step is basically we're doing everything in reverse. Put this back on here and then bolt it in, and then we'll worry about the brakes in a second. Okie dokie, now we got the caliper put back on. Thinking I kind of want to paint this. Everything looks pretty new, but that'll be a little while. Open this little door. You can see we got our piston right here, and we're gonna have to get a C-clamp. So what we've done here is just put an old brake right here, C-clamp on it, and now we'll just tighten it up so it can't twist no more. We can now put in the new racing brakes. Yeah. Remember those parts I said not to lose? This is where they go. Right here and right there. Same on the other side. Pop that up, slide it in. Do the same on the other side, and then good to go. Alright, so we put the old brake pad covers, I guess, back on there. Got the clips right there, and then there was one in the back right here that kind of went on top of the other one. If you have that, I think that's where that goes. Not completely sure. Boom, there we go. Next we got to put this on, but first we need to clean it and put some high temperature grease on it. All right, let's do the back ones. Here's where things get a little different. We got this part right here, you gotta pull that off. Ta-da! Which feels this terrible little bolt right here, which I absolutely hated last time. And then of course we have to undo these bolts here and down here. I'm sorry, that is not the bolt I hated. The bolt I hated was right here. Got this little bracket. It's not the first one, but it's the second one right here. And what's annoying is you have to get an Allen wrench, stick it down in there once the little bolt is out, and just twist that off, and it takes forever and it pops out. So I'll get back to you when I'm alright. So it's back to pre-far. I went ahead and pulled this up, and now we'll just loosen up the back bolts. Alright, so we put on the new rotor. I mean, y'all already saw how to do that. Pretty simple. And now we're back to right here where we're gonna put on the new brakes. The thing is to make sure these pins are in like this when you put it back on. So you have to put the pin in first. It takes a little bit of fandangling, but there's a little point that comes out right here. You can see it right here. Wraps around underneath and the two spokes go up top, like Batman ears. So once you have everything back in place, it's time to put in this little e-brake adjuster, handbrake, whatever you want to call it. What you gotta do is tighten it up until you can't move the rotor at all. And then you just go backwards 3/4 of a turn. Pull that out, see if we can still turn it, bam. Pop back in the little bolt with the washer and tighten that up, throw everything back on. Everything's tightened down, pump the brakes a few times, that gets all the brake fluid and everything back in there. Go for a drive, see how it works. We're just gonna do some quick braking real quick, go up to 6 miles an hour, brake, go up 6 miles an hour, brake, just to get the brakes worn in. Turn around. This gets the brakes worn in. You definitely feel a difference already. So as you can see from last time, this is where we stopped with the old brakes right here, about where this line is. As you see, we're over here, and honestly, could have stopped faster, but I won't put a whole lot of wear on them. That's it. Got the new brakes and rotors on. I'm liking them so far. I'll let you know what I think in later vlogs, but peace out, guys. Connor, why doesn't it work?
Like this.
All right, so I was just gonna let y'all know later how the brakes were doing, but I kind of released this video later because there's other videos I wanted to put out first, and so I'll just tell you now. I'm loving the brakes. They're giving me better stopping abilities. The only thing I don't like is because I think they're composite brakes, that's just creating a lot of noise when you brake, so it sounds like your brakes are bad, like they squeak. It's very loud, especially when I'm going downtown. Echoes off all the walls, and it's just it just sounds horrible. But their performance, they do good, so I really don't mind. It's just everybody thinks you have crappy brakes. And with the look of the car right now, probably a crappy car. That's pretty much it. So see y'all next vlog for real this time. Here we go. Just trying to...
Man, I have really good timing.
Wow.